from Casemiro and Šeško. Here's how things are looking in the table right now. They find themselves 11 points clear of Brighton in 6th. So the prospect of Champions League football is looking a lot better right now. Mario Melchiot is joining us. So too is former Manchester United player Phil Jones. Champions League is definitely within the sights now, Phil.
It is. I think that what Michael Carrick's done in the last few months since he's come in, he's brought a lot of stability back into the club. The way they're playing is sort of similar to how United fans would probably.
After Manchester United's 2-1 win over Brentford, should Michael Carrick be trusted with the job full-time? Manchester United's 2-1 victory over Brentford offered the kind of mixed emotions fans have become used to. Relief at the result, but lingering questions about direction, identity, and long-term leadership. In the aftermath of such performances, one familiar discussion tends to resurface: should Michael Carrick be considered for the role of permanent manager? It's a debate rooted less in this single match and more in Carrick's growing reputation as a calm, tactically intelligent coach capable of stabilizing teams in transition. A performance that shows control, not dominance. United's win over Brentford was not a commanding display from start to finish. Instead, it was built on key moments, individual quality, and enough structure to see the game through. That kind of performance often becomes the foundation for conversations about managerial suitability, especially when a team looks more organized, even if not spectacular. Carrick, known for his measured approach to coaching, has long favored balance over chaos. His influence as a caretaker at United previously showed a side of the team that was more disciplined in possession and less vulnerable in transition. That identity is something supporters still associate with him. Why Carrick's name keeps coming up? The argument for Carrick is not built on hype, but on temperament and tactical clarity. He is seen as a coach who understands midfield control, game rhythm, and positional discipline, qualities that were central to his playing career. At Middlesbrough, he has continued to build credibility by improving structure and developing younger players. His teams tend to be organized, patient, and difficult to break down, even if they sometimes lack cutting edge in attack. For a Manchester United side still searching for stability after years of managerial turnover, that kind of foundation is appealing. But one win is not a verdict. Despite the positives, it would be premature to turn a single 2-1 victory into a case for permanent appointment. Brentford, while well-drilled, are not the benchmark for elite competition. And United's broader inconsistencies both in game control and finishing remain unresolved. The biggest question around Carrick is not whether he can improve a team temporarily, but whether he can lead a full rebuild under constant pressure. Manchester United is not just a coaching job, it is a long-term structural challenge involving recruitment, media scrutiny, and elite-level expectations every week. What United actually need? United's decision-makers must weigh more than sentiment or short-term results. The club needs a manager who can build a consistent tactical identity across seasons, handle setbacks without losing direction, elevate players while demanding elite standards, compete immediately at the top level of the Premier League. Carrick may grow into that profile, but the evidence is still developing rather than complete. Final verdict. The 2-1 win over Brentford does not close the debate, it simply keeps it alive. Michael Carrick remains a respected coaching figure whose ideas clearly translate into organization and stability. However, Manchester United's permanent managerial role requires proof over time, not flashes in isolated matches. For now, Carrick sits in an interesting middle ground, trusted, admired, but still unproven at the scale United ultimately demands. If he is to become the full-time manager one day, it will need to be earned through sustained performance, not decided after one encouraging victory.